Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco. Sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
I'm Sarah Richardson. This is Margo. This is Margo's dining room. And this is what Margo's dining room looks like now, thanks to some help from Design Inc. It's raining cats and dogs. But I'm on a mission to see Margo's dining room, the one room in their home in dire need of some style. Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, nice to see you. So, what's the plan?
The plan is a total remake, I would say.
Okay.
We have a lot of used things in here. This
Okay.
was my mother-in-law's outdoor patio furniture. It's been with us for 6 different residences, and it's time to go.
Out to the patio, perhaps?
We're definitely interested in painting out the woodwork here.
You heard it here first. We're painting the wood paneling. Do you still want to have some color in here? Like,
Yes,
let's see.
whether it's paint or whether it's some sort of wall cover texture.
Okay.
We're open to that.
What about, do you think we should think about some molding?
Molding, definitely molding.
nice.
Rad cover.
Window coverings?
Definitely. The one time it is bright in here is in
Yes.
the summer when the sun sets, when
Okay.
we're eating.
Okay.
And whoever's sitting here, it's really, really bright.
It's a nice size room. I think it feels more closed in because of the floors, the paneling,
Yes.
the dark color, and the
Yeah.
small table.
Yeah.
Before we even think about the color palette, it will help if we consider the china pattern. Oh, nice. I often find people come up with an idea for a room and you think, yeah, but when you pull out your china,
Yeah,
like
that's
you
what-
can't do a pink room and
Yeah.
have that. That's a good starting point. And Jasper's thinking he'd like to make sure that we still keep a nice soft rug.
That's right.
So we'll focus on the trim and we'll paint out all this molding. And for all those who love dark wood paneling, I suggest they just change the channel right now because it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah.
Margo wants this space to make a statement.
We want to keep it as a formal dining room, though. We have a kitchen deed in, but this will be our main entertaining area, if you will.
So this project demands someone who's high class all the way.
I just burped. Did you hear that?
That would be Tommy.
34 and a half, 20 to the center, 98 and a half.
It's one of those rooms in the house where you really want to show off a little bit because it's a room for entertaining. And for me, the challenge is going to be to try to find some solutions that are going to fit within the budget so that Margo isn't completely overwhelmed.
This dining room needs some brightening up. A new chandelier is a good start. Got to see what's out there. And while we're looking, Margo's patio furniture has got to be replaced too.
We are tall people. We have 2 young boys who are going to be tall as well.
He may not have the longest legs, but Tommy's leapt at the chance to find dining chairs for our tall clients.
Talked to Sarah and she wants something that's relatively simple and not too carvy and not too ornate. What I don't know is what the dining table looks like. So I think we're going to treat the 2 separate items as not necessarily related, and then we'll marry them in some other way.
As Tommy hunts for chairs, we've got the perfect dining room table, which has already been sent to a restorer. Not a bad start.
So I'm going to visit Gregory, who is working on the table at his studio, and get a good look at it and get an idea from him of what he's going to do to the table.
That dining chair would be handy right about now.
Did you hear the doorbell?
Margo's dream is a round table that extends.
Wow. Whoa, this is a table that'll seat like 14 people.
It's almost perfect. Gregory's gonna need a bit of time to work his magic on this beautiful piece.
So realistically, in like 3 weeks, we could have it?
3 weeks.
Okay.
All good news so far. Now to find a sideboard.
This is huge, eh, you guys?
7 feet.
What a great scale that is.
Not to mention some fabric and wallpaper options.
I'm looking for wallpaper to be installed above the paneling. What I'd like to take back to Sarah for her approval are a couple of different approaches. One that's in keeping with the color scheme in Margot's existing china, and another scheme that's more neutral.
Tommy's worked awfully hard on this. Too bad I'm gonna have to rain on his parade. It's not what I was thinking at all. And I think that, first of all, these reds are basically the exact equivalent of what they have now,
Right.
except with some texture on it. What I was really thinking was something multicolored,
Okay.
something really vibrant. I was thinking like a William Morris.
Maybe an
Traditional.
actual William Morris?
Yep.
Like if I can
Yep.
find William Morris papers?
You know, you've got red, you've got olive, and you've got kind of a smoky slate blue in those dishes.
Right.
I wouldn't be entirely bossed around by the dishes as long as it's somewhat compatible. Like, we don't want it to look like, and here we took the dishes
No.
and we matched them.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I totally
boring.
agree with that.
I think we can do better. Back to the drawing board, this time starting with fabric.
Whenever I do this, I see stuff that I want for myself, and then I think, okay, I can't do that right now. Night.
Night.
How did he do this time?
So that's basically what's available by this company for these papers. No, I knew that you'd eliminate a million of them. We only
I
need
don't like any of those.
we only need 2 fabrics.
Strike 2. Sorry, Tommy. Margo wants a dining room that's light, sophisticated, and bright. It's a challenge for Tommy. It's not what I was thinking at all. Finding elements with the right fit has been his biggest challenge.
We only
I
need
don't like any of those. Now Tommy's pretty much back to square one.
Sarah had an extremely specific idea in her head of what she wanted, and that is she wants William Morris papers. So I'll go back to my corner. Probably should have had help yesterday, I guess, eh? Here I am being sent back. William Morris is almost its own genre. They're very traditional, they're time-worn, and they're beautiful. But they also translate really well and marry themselves very well to modern and contemporary applications. And that brings us to the end of our lesson.
Thanks for clearing that up, Tommy.
Okay.
And thanks for finding a wallpaper that I know Margo's gonna love.
The designing team works far too hard for lunch, so we do these whenever we can. The black ones are very chic.
Apparently, the designing team also doesn't have enough office supplies.
Red ones are nice too. That's it.
Now let's see if Tommy's come any closer to hitting the nail on the head.
They have approved the paper.
Yep.
They're as crazy about it as we are.
What appeals to me about this wallpaper is how strong it is, the weird, you know, the kind of more traditional arts and crafts feeling of it. I think it goes well with the house. Now to get on the right track with fabric. When I think of a stripe, I don't know, I'm just opening it up to this book. Wow. I did pretty well there, huh? I'm actually crazy about this fabric.
Interestingly, we only need 3 fabrics for this room. We need inside seat and back, outside back, and draperies.
Sounds simple, but our choices keep multiplying. Anyway, I think more sourcing needs to be done. Thankfully, there's been no confusion at all about painting the wood trim.
I guess painting the trim, it's a personal decision. I think it's a beautiful house, and you'd be amazed how much more texture you get out of painting the wood. I think it brings it more to life.
We've even expanded our project into an adjoining foyer to unify the entire first floor.
I can't believe how much brighter it is. I better get the wallpaper ordered.
Inspired by the painter's speed, Tommy tries to hustle along all the decision-making. What is this? Sarah making decisions under duress?
Yes, it is.
Get her to freeze?
The colder it is, the faster you make a choice.
I prefer the square back to the oval because I don't care for this flowery detail. It's a little bit fussy for my
Yeah,
taste.
this is nice and simple. Sure.
And then what's this?
That's our crown molding as custom designed to match the living room.
You're kidding!
Yeah.
I love
Custom.
it!
So we've got 5-inch going in the entrance hall and vestibule and
Yeah.
6-inch going in the dining room.
That's lovely. It's fabulous. Nice to see you. I'm freezing and goodbye. With that settled, we can stain the chairs, and install the custom crown molding in the dining room and hallway. This allows us to get Margo's feedback on soft elements for her new dining room.
We have 2 armchairs and 6 armless chairs. The 2 armchairs will get different fabric.
Okay, we were wondering about
Just
that.
on the inside.
Yeah.
And then everything will get the same fabric on the outside back,
Okay.
so that when everything's tucked into the table, you see that all the way around. It's sort of inside seat, inside back, and then
the
outside
back,
back
yeah.
only. So this is the fabric that Sarah had suggested for the outside back.
Okay.
And then for the armless chairs, we have this fabric, which works really well with both, for the inside back and inside seat.
Stripes are lovely.
Now to talk drapes.
What I'd like to see is one large rod, panels pull back to the side.
Yes.
And basically everything clears, the rad sits in here. I think that's the best look as a sort of overall. It's the simplest and it will allow the most flexibility.
There are 2 drapery choices, both of which Sarah and I like. One of which we have a preference for, and I'll see if you can guess.
Go that one.
Yeah, that's the one I like best. Initial reaction, good?
Initial reaction's great.
Great.
Yeah.
Margo said that it was terrific and she just wanted to run it by her husband. Husband loved it, and we're good to go on everything.
It's always great when a client signs off on a scheme. This allows Tommy to start looking for artwork.
These sort of... These are fantastic. I love these. Those are a definite favorite of Sarah's, so I definitely want to take some of those for her to have a peek at before we present to the clients.
Abstract patterns, animals, or architectural prints. Which will work for Margo's dining room?
Big stack of those.
Some of these are a little too playful, I think.
Ooh, birds.
We just don't have a
do-
lot of room for them. I would be tempted to say that because of their scale, the architecturals and the lightness of them.
That's a big goal.
I don't want him stealing my dinner.
Next up, start trying out some of our furniture selections. I'm thinking it's gonna be a tight fit.
Wow. I wanted to send this over because Margo was on the fence about whether it was the right thing for the room.
It's too big, I think.
Do you think it's too big?
That's my initial reaction. It takes up everything there.
This is not the sideboard that I thought we were bringing in.
Oh.
I've never seen this sideboard.
Uh-oh. Wow.
That's what I thought was
From
coming.
Deco to Sheridan, I missed by 100 years.
Wait, did you
I'd better check this one out for myself.
Oh, man. That's ugly.
Bye-bye. How are those chairs doing, at least?
You might need a tissue because, boy, have I got an issue. This is, like, insane. The chairs have to be started in terms of upholstery tomorrow. They were delivered to our upholsterer today. He called me and he said, you'd better come and look at these chairs. Yeah, there is no finish on the inside for the outside backs. Yeah.
Oops. In light of everything else that happened to you today, it doesn't seem so bad. Did you find a sideboard?
No.
Well, unless you're taking a shop in woodworking, I'd say these chairs are the least of your worries, because at least you have chairs.
Transforming Margo's dining room has been a series of hits.
I can't believe how much brighter it is. Initial reaction, good?
Initial reaction's great. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And misses.
This is not the sideboard that I thought we were bringing in.
There is no finish on the inside for the outside backs.
But everyone agrees we're bang on with the new wallpaper choice. Enough gawking. What about the crucial sideboard issue?
Oh, wow. Amazing. We're a lucky man.
But the jury's still out on artwork.
No.
You know what I think it looks like? 2 birds in a bush.
Maybe the architectural drawings are the answer.
That's gorgeous. Love that one.
That's a nice one.
That's a really nice one.
But I'm not totally sold.
You know what? I think we leave them and we find out if they like them.
Margo's husband did not like any of what we selected.
He doesn't like any of it?
He doesn't like any of it.
I'd say we misread that big time.
He wants more bold and more graphic on that paper.
Yes.
Less than a week to go. Better check our to-do list.
We have no rugs.
But we do have a sideboard.
This is a gorgeous piece of furniture. This is for when Margot's children are old enough that they gotta lock up the liquor. We have selected and purchased the chandelier for the dining room. We are without a mirror to go above the sideboard, but now that we've selected the sideboard, it's time to order the mirror.
Table,
The table is in production. We're gonna go and have a look at it in progress tomorrow.
chairs.
Chairs are in production, being upholstered.
Are they
Fabric
fixed?
has arrived. They have been fixed.
Okay.
I hear from our upholsterers that they look much better.
Okay.
In fact, everything's looking much better. As the deadline nears, the installation begins.
That giant box, Jimmy,
Yes.
is our chandelier.
Beautiful piece, but something's not quite right.
Still missing something here.
It's like searching for a needle in a haystack.
That's so weird. These are from another fixture.
Nope. Found another one, Tom.
Oh, that's again the wrong one. Damn.
How many chandeliers have they shipped us anyway?
I have a little question about the chandelier. It's missing one of its big flat crystals. You do? Okay. Oh, okay, so that's good. She has one. Then we've got 1, 2 sconces to put up.
These sconces proved to be a bit of a challenge to find.
The 2 sconces that you and I liked are available in 52 weeks.
52 weeks.
Yeah, and they're not stocked anywhere in North America.
Who would wait a year for light fixtures?
If you want to go with crystal-y stuff, this one's very pretty. This one here.
Yeah, I think that's very pretty.
So Margot's dining room seems to be coming together perfectly, except for...
I'm still nowhere on carpets and artwork, so I need your help, I think.
Right, almost forgot. We're gonna let our clients handle this one.
Not stocking it, waiting forever. I've sent them to a gallery to make some selections. Apparently the selections are at the site. I'm really wondering what I'm gonna find.
We're sprucing up Margot's dining room.
We want to keep it as a formal dining room, though. We have a kitchen deed in, but this will be our main entertaining area.
We've had our share of difficulties, like finding artwork.
He doesn't like any of it?
He doesn't like any of it.
But there's good news. Look at this dining table, restored to perfection.
Sarah taught me how to use power tools.
Multitasking.
Hello? Yeah, I'm on camera talking to you and drilling into a dining table.
It's an expensive table, Tommy. Better concentrate. Always surprising how much last-minute stuff to do, like finding accessories.
I'll grab this big bus. Perfect. The jumbo. I'm channeling Tommy.
We asked Margo and her husband to make some rug and artwork picks. Now it's time to make the final call.
Look at all this stuff that arrived. Drapes are amazing. Let's check these out. What's on the back side of those? Oh, that looks nice.
Now, as for Margo's rug choice.
The stripe on the chair, the stripe on the drape, and the stripe on the rug is just, I think, too much. I think we need to move the dining table and at least try the other one.
Why doesn't that pregnant woman lift carpets?
There was a lot of back and forth about the rug. We all had a different idea about what this rug was going to look like. So we had a parade of rugs through the house, and I think that we've found one that is, I think part of it was being able to see it in context in the space with the furniture.
Much as I hate to admit it, this is quite a nice carpet.
Yeah.
As for Margo's choice for artwork,
Clearly, nothing like what you and I were looking at on that wall the last time we were here.
sometimes the client just knows.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect.
For me, they may have been beautiful architectural designs or beautiful maps, but that's not what I wanted to be looking at when I was eating.
They happened upon an artist whose work I adore, but hadn't thought that they would like it for this space. And I think that's what brings it up to date. And that's the sort of tension I like in a room, is very contemporary art against a very traditional wall.
All of the major decisions made. Let's get this place dressed for dinner.
Yep, perfect. Ooh, look at those flowers. If you want to have a round table with leaves, really your only way to go is to choose a traditional table. By refinishing it in such a dark stain, it gives it a little bit more depth. And I think it brings it up to date. A round dining room table, it's a really beautiful way to treat a room that has very square proportions like this.
Doesn't look like the same room at all, does it?
No.
Going from a glass patio table to this, it's an unbelievable transformation.
It does actually look quite level.
Yeah. Where'd you also? No.
This way.
Yeah.
It all has come together so harmoniously, and I think what makes it feel like a room that's been here for a longer period of time, as opposed to something that was just, it doesn't feel like something that was a one-stop shop. We've got chairs, table, and sideboard, all from different sources. Antique lighting, both from different sources. A new rug, and artwork. It has more personality as opposed to just seeming predictable.
The chairs are amazing.
They look good, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
You have room for lots of people in here now.
I know. Well, that's the plan.
And let's not forget what inspired all of this.
We kept it in mind. We weren't trying to match it, but it's amazing now seeing the room all put together. It actually looks like we chose the china to match the wallpaper or the other way around, but it is nice to see that it all works together. I like that. Sitting here looking at it, I think it's terrific.
Tomorrow night, we'll eat in here as a family, for sure.